Hey guys, it's the Cuber Girl, and today I'll be doing a walkthrough solve of the Armadillo cube. So this is quite an old cube. This was one of the first cubes in my collection. I got this for Christmas in 2016. So I just thought I'd show you a walkthrough solve on it anyways, because it is a pretty cool puzzle and it deserves a video on my channel. So I'm just going to mix this up. It's not too difficult to solve. It is just a 3x3 mod. As you can see, there are 12 colors, I believe, instead of 6. And each section has its own color. There's like a bar here, a bar here, bar here, and bar here. I'll be able to show you this more once it's solved. The turning is quite nice as well. I'm not sure what the mechanism is based off of, but also something pretty cool is if you don't like the color scheme, these tiles can just pop right off and you can change it. So you could also probably make a few other puzzles out of this just by changing the pieces. Maybe make it solve differently, which would be pretty cool. Alright, so I'm just going to get into the solve. So the first thing I like to do is choose a side and solve that. So I'm going to choose this side because, as you can see, I already have two pieces in place, because this green piece lines up with the green part of the center and this blue piece lines up with the blue part of the center. So now I need to find the white piece to go here, just like that, and the orange piece, just like that. So that was not difficult whatsoever. And now I just need to line up the centers. So as you can see, the green and the blue are already lined up, but all you need to do to line up the centers is turn it down, turn this piece over, rotate the center, line it up, and put it back into place. And this is not in any way supposed to be a tutorial, it's just a walkthrough solve. So if you like a tutorial, the people that created the Armadillo cube have a great tutorial that I would recommend. So now again, I'm going to do the same thing and just line up the center and put it back up. So there we have the cross done, and we have these pieces in. So I'm not going to do F2L on this, I'm just going to use beginner's method because that's what I prefer to do with shape mods and sticker mods. And I do consider this more of a sticker mod, even though the shape is a little bit curvy, but that doesn't really hinder the solve. So I do have one F2L pair here already done, so I'm just going to pop that in like so. And as you can see, that lines up here, and it also lines up here with these centers, so that would be correct. But I'm just going to go about the rest of this like using beginner's method. So I see this corner here needs to go here because it is dark green, dark blue, and pink, and this section is dark green, dark blue, and pink. So let's put that in like that, and that looks pretty good. And right here I'm looking for dark blue, orange, and yellow, and that piece is right here. So I'm just going to put that one in as well. And I also got an F2L pair made there. And finally I need this piece, which is the orange, mint, and white. So that piece can also go in like so. So now I'm just going to put in these last two edge pieces in the middle. So I'm just going to use beginner's method algorithms to do that. And these pieces do have orientation, so there's a chance you could get parity, but that doesn't happen too often. And now I'm just going to put in this last edge pair right here. So now we have the first two layers done, and you can kind of see how this is starting to be built. And now all we have to do is the top side. So you don't really need to get these pieces facing up because you can't tell which way they're supposed to be oriented. So we don't have to make the cross on what would be the yellow side, but instead we need to make sure all of the corners are oriented the correct way. So as you can see, this one is correct because it matches up here. So we have one corner that's correct. This one is not correct because you need to flip it. This one is also not correct, it needs to be flipped. And same with this one. So we have one corner done. So what I like to do is just spam soon until the pieces are flipped the right way. And it looks like we have done that. So these two pieces are lined up in the back, and these two pieces need to be swapped. And you can do that using this simple algorithm that you probably learned when you're doing beginner's method. Alright, so now all that we have to do is swap these edges around, and the center is already turned the right way, as you can tell right here, and I don't want to mess up these centers, but you might have to do an algorithm to swap the orientation of the centers if they're not lined up. So I'm just going to do this simple beginner's method algorithm to get the centers into place, and it looks like it's done, but I need to swap the orientation of this center and of this center. So this simple algorithm will swap the orientation of the centers but not affect any other pieces. And I'm just going to do that one more time right here. Alright, so there we go, the Armadillo cube is complete. So again, if you want a tutorial on how to solve this, I would recommend going over to the Armadillo cube channel. But this was just a pretty simple walkthrough solve. So thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If there's any puzzles you want to see walkthrough solves on, comment that down below. And if there's any puzzles you would like me to do reviews on or unboxings of, also comment that below. Thanks for watching, bye!